What's up, guys? This will basically be just an overview of a few different training sessions. I did some pull downs. Sometimes you'll see some pressing, other times possibly even some deadlifts or squatting. I'll be explaining what I did, tempo at which I did them, and just overall training. Get with it. So starting off, guys, we're doing some palm facing inward pull downs. Here you can really see at first I was just controlling the weight, but meatheadism, as I like to call it, took over. Just focused on moving the weight. Here I did about, 8 reps possibly. It was just to really pump blood into the back. It was after possibly some deadlifts. Here we go into some underhand grip pull downs. Here it's just I can get a really good stretch on both my lats, and it's a great bicep exercise. Stimulates it like nothing else. Got these from Mike Menser. He hailed them as the best bicep exercise in the world. I prefer personally just an average dumbbell curl, but these are fun to implement once in a while. Keeps the muscle stimulated in a plethora of different ways. Now we are going into some Zercher squatting, only 2 plates. My CNS was a bit fried. Slow tempo on the way down, slow eccentric. Then we just explode on the concentric. Really just love doing these. I do these off pins. I can do them without the pins, but at times just for hypertrophic strength, static strength purposes, I just do it. At that last rep, you see I paused a bit, re-racking. Now we're going to some single arm pull downs where we are holding the attachment with one hand at a time. Incredible stretch on the lats. You can see it quite literally through my shirt. With these, it's okay to use body English at times, even though people would say, oh, you have to do it strictly and this and that for muscular growth. I like to argue that your muscle doesn't really know what you're doing. Your body knows what it's doing, and it just reacts to that accordingly. I changed hands. I'm doing the same. For these movements where I'm doing it unilaterally, I like to start on the weaker side or the weaker hand, and then I go into the stronger side, so I match the reps quite effectively. That's always worked for me. Got that training principle from Mountain Dog. Now we're going into some dips, body weight dips. It can be argued that I need to go deeper, but trust me, I'm getting a good, effective stretch on my pectorals, my shoulders, my triceps. Really exploding up, not really controlling the weight here. Moving heavy stuff fast, that was essentially the focus. Did 2 sets of these. Tried to do 15 reps on both. Now some incline presses. These are 80-pound dumbbells. We are just pressing them. I'm trying to go as fast as I can with them, but looking back now, it's quite slow. But just pounding out the metal, being an absolute lughead. Failed this last rep, but the muscle was stimulated. That's all that matters. Effective, clean, honest repetitions. Exactly what I was going for. Putting them back is quite a hassle. Now these are 70-pound dumbbells. Here you can see it's very much easier, and the depth is the same on both sets. I like to keep them very similar. The depth to stimulate the most chest growth, most tricep growth. I see a lot of people doing half reps. That's why your chest is still small. It's not about the weight, just the stretch. Now we're going to some flat bench pressing. Absolutely hate this movement, but have to. This is 45 and 2 5s on each side. See, I'm going like really slow at first, but then I start upload, really just start slowing down. Failed that last set, but that's okay. Failed that last rep. Here we do the same thing. We lighten the load by 5 kilos. Slow eccentric, exploding on the concentric. On this last rep, I'm gonna pause a bit and fail again, but it's okay. I re-racked it safely, so I'm completely fine. No qualms there. More Zercher squatting, 3 plates this time. I think I got 5 reps here. Really just went down, exploded up. Very good for leg development. These have been a staple in my training for the past year. Sucked at them at first. Now it's second nature to me. Keys for squatting, just do it. Train your legs. Here are some lateral raises. For the movement itself, I don't go all the way up, as that will involve more trap than side delt. I just do practically halfway up, so all the tension remains on the side deltoid. Staple movement for all bodybuilding, powerlifting. Another set of pull downs, this time with an overhand grip. Overhand stimulates your upper back just as any other pull down machine would. I do some scapular retractions when I'm getting close to failure, just keeping blood into the back. Now we go into a complete lug head movement, the dumbbell row. Here, this was a 90-pound dumbbell, not really controlling the weight, just absolutely moving it. Looking to stretch that lat, cram it basically. I like cramming the lat. I think it's a muscle that responds well to high intensity, high volume, just your overall back. Should be a staple with any back workout, this movement. Another set at a different angle. This was a heavier dumbbell. As you see, I'm not really getting as much of a stretch in this set. However, it's still being stimulated, which means, granted, that stimulation and growth will still occur. My grip was slipping a bit because I didn't use any straps during this particular workout. Straps are essential at times if grip is a limiting factor. These are 120-pound dumbbells now. Being an absolute lug head, just stretching it, trying to reach it down to the floor each time, lugging it up, using body English, whatever I have to do to move it, I am getting it moved. And that's all that matters to this movement, really, just stimulating, putting pedal to the metal, getting it done. Yeah, not overcomplicating your training. It's a very simple concept, and I see a lot of people try to overcomplicate it. Just put your head down and work. That's always what's worked for me. Here we move into some machine pressing. This was with the stack. Just really explosive / slow. Nothing too fancy. Effective and honest repetitions. Most optimal for me. Yeah. See, I reached failure at the end. And that was this week's training. As you guys saw, a week full of training. Nothing too complex. Did my compound movement in squatting, did my compound in benching. I didn't implement any deadlifts in this particular video as I did deadlifts a few days ago and I tweaked something in my hip. It's nothing too major, I think it's just a strain, but we'll be getting those included with time. Overall, effective, honest week of training. Got the work done. All that lies ahead now is to progressively overload and strengthen those movements and do different movement patterns as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it. My social media is linked in the description if you feel the need to follow me on any other platform other than YouTube. You can use some of these movements in your own workouts. And yeah. Let's just continue getting this muscle in and showing everyone how our hustle is like. Have a great day, night, afternoon, whatever it is. And remember, your body does not betray your hard work mentally, physically, or spiritually. Peace out, fellas.